slaps. Hey you guys, today is Saturday. I am at work today. I have 2 floors today. I have the cardiovascular ICU, and I also have the 6th floor, which is just basically a regular floor. Today it's been pretty okay. I haven't had like a bad night or start off, but I just finished doing evening rounds on the intensive care unit, and now I'm on the 6th floor doing my treatments. I've gotten done with everything, but I had a recent order that was put in by a physician to set a patient up on a CPAP, which is an AutoPAP at my job. The AutoPAP that I did have in here didn't have everything that it needed, so I had to go to the other side to grab the tubing and a filter and this right here, which is called a protector gel, and we have to put these on the patient's nose and around their mouth where the mask sits on their face to prevent any type of breakdown, sores, anything like that. So we have to have that. That's just like protocol. So right now I also grabbed some of these gray wipes to clean it down, because I'm not sure if this was cleaned down. It still had like a little a piece of old equipment in it, so I'm thinking that maybe this was cleaned but that just was kept in there. So I'm going to re-clean it anyway, since I'm taking it to a patient's room to set them up on it. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. I did show you guys or have it in one of my previous vlogs that I had it in, but I'm gonna show you real quick how I set it up and everything. So I'm gonna try to set y'all up on the wall so I can show we are pretty much set to go. The AutoPAP is good to go. Everything's on it. This is a size medium, so it should fit her just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and take this into her room and set her up on it, or just see whatever time she wants to get on it, and then we'll be good to go. And then I can't show y'all how to turn it on and everything unless I would plug it up in here and see, but other than that, I will probably get a chance to show y'all again. But I will touch bases with y'all a little later. I'm going to go ahead and put this in her room and talk to her and educate her on it, and then I'm going to head back down to ICU to check on my patients and see what's going on. So I will talk to y'all later. Okay, y'all, I am in ICU back again. I just finished doing everything I needed to do in the ER. Right now I'm just checking our intubation bag, our box bag, which is our intubation kit. We have, just making sure we have everything. We have TCC syringe. Lube. The ET tube holder. Laryngoscope blade. Handle. So I'm going to go in here. So that. We have size 8 ET tube. 2 of the 7.5s. Those are the most common ones that we will use, and a 7. We have ABG kits. We have multiple ones, and of course, alcohol and gauze. There's tape just in case we have to tape it down in a situation where we can't put down the iron tube holder. We have a CO2 detector, a Ballard, this is somewhat similar to a bow tie, but this is what we would connect to the ET tube for the Ballard. And then we have a bougie. What else do we have? Okay, so I have so far done everything that I needed to do. We had to intubate someone in the ER. I did assist with that, put them on the vent and everything, so everything went good. We did 2 blood gases, one before we intubated and then one after they were intubated, and they got an A-line in, and they did a whole bunch of other things to the patient as well, but I was thankful for the A-line. Right now, I only have like one 12 o'clock treatment. I'm about to get up and do that. I may wait until 12:30 because I only have one treatment, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and check on my patient that was supposed to go on the AutoPAP. The nurses were giving her medicine and doing a couple of other things with her as well. So I just said I'll just come back up there after I do my treatment down here. I have to do vent checks at 2 o'clock, and I have some time. Once I do my 12 o'clock treatment, I'm gonna go ahead and start studying my Kettering. I told y'all before, we are using I'm studying for the clinical sims. So far I have gotten through all the adult diseases so far. So the only thing I'm going to do right now before I even get in this material is I'm going to start with the pediatrics, asthma, croup and all of that stuff, and then kind of spend like a couple of hours going through all of the stuff that I have to go through as far as the diseases and everything. But before I even start on this, I'm going to start some of the Kettering simulations that they have on our little package that we got for our study material, and then I'm going to go from there. I feel pretty good so far with my studying and then going through the practice simulation, so hopefully I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I pass my clinical sims on the first try, because spending $200 is not fun, and having to purchase that again would be very unsettling to me. For the first time I tried a chai latte, and it's so good, but it ain't got nothing on my matcha or my other fraps that I get, but it's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. I did get it dirty. They call it a dirty matcha, so that's what I got. So far so good. Hopefully it stays like this for the rest of the night. I want to say I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with ICU down here in this unit. So tomorrow I think I'm going to be in the other unit upstairs, and then to kind of get more comfortable with having multiple vents, because I only have I think I have 3 down here. I have 3 vents down here. So I'm gonna hope for the best. In there. So, like I said, this thing's something new always be so big. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to do too much. Just trying to mostly just stay up. So that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to wrap this up right here, and then I will probably check in with y'all probably later on in the morning when I get ready to go. But if anything interesting happens, I will let you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and give my treatment, and then I'm going to start the study, and then I will, like I said, check in with you guys a little later. If y'all see like a little glare right here, it's my camera, so don't pay no mind to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my treatment, and then I'm going to come back and study, and then move on from there. So I will see y'all later. Good morning, y'all. Today is what's today? Today is Tuesday. I'm here on a day shift. I'm actually down in the cardiovascular ICU doing some training down here. I know I've been down here once before, but I'm trying to get all the training that I need when it comes to like new cases, the routine of things that they like to do, in what order, so that way I can have everything written down in my notepad. So if I'm ever down here by myself, when my training is done, I can just go back to my notepad and refer to everything and be ready to go. So far so good. Nothing really major is going on. We've already gotten a heads up for our first case that's coming to bed 16. Me and my manager went ahead and set up the vent and did a test on it to make sure that the vent is properly working. And so far right now, everything is just, we're just waiting right now. They're not going to do the actual case as far as bringing them up here until after lunchtime. So I got quite a bit of time to kind of like chill out unless one of the nurses need me for something. But right now I'm good. I only have one vent up here, and I hope it stays like that all day today because I'm here till 6 o'clock. So that's pretty much it. It's weird being on days because I basically didn't get any sleep last night because I didn't want to mess my sleep up because I am working nights. I know I go back to work tomorrow night, so I'll have some time to sleep in so that way I can kind of get some rest because I haven't slept any last night. So far so good. Nothing really going on right now, but I just wanted to come on here and update y'all on what's been going on. I've been really busy and haven't even had time to pick up my camera at all, and I know I've probably said that like in the earlier clip that I showed y'all, but that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go ahead and study and get some time in before the case comes up here, and then after that I will touch bases with y'all probably around lunchtime or maybe after. If the case comes a little early or right before lunchtime, then I will check in with y'all a little bit later. But right now everything seems pretty good, so I will talk to y'all a little bit later on. Hey, just checking in. Today is Wednesday, about to be Thursday. I am at work again, night shift this time. I just finished getting caught up. I extubated someone, and I also got a couple of other things going on right now. One thing I will say is that what makes a therapist's job very difficult sometimes is when you're dealing with patients that have been recently put on hospice, and also just dealing with the stress from the family, the nurse, and everything like that. As a respiratory therapist, it's not very much that we can do, but just do exactly whatever the doctor wants us to do as far as, without an order. So a lot of times when the family is stressed out and they're wanting to hurry up and take their family member off of a device that they need that's keeping them alive, we cannot just fold and just do what they want us to say. We have to follow protocol, and we also have to have a direct order from the physician in order to do that, to cover our own behinds. Because one thing you never want to do is have a situation like that come back on you, all because you want to fulfill the family's wishes when it comes to what they feel is best for their family member. When we have to follow protocol, and we can't just jump the gun all because you're uncomfortable with something that's going on. Because at the end of the day, we have to follow orders, whether it be the way the family would want us to do it, but we have to do it to protect ourselves. Because you have to think about it, when we get audited or anything that's dealing with legal things, we have to have everything in order. Because if anything happens and the family or whatever tries to sue the hospital or a specific person, we have to have every bit of documentation that we need to cover our behinds legally. Because stuff like this, dealing with patient care and anything, can be taken to court, and we have to be able to provide every ounce of evidence that we can to support the reason behind why we did what we did. If I do something, it's because of a doctor's order, or I was told to do it with an order that's in the system that clearly shows what I was told to do legally, with a legit legal order in the system. So that is something that you're always going to deal with when it comes to trying to fulfill the needs of a family member, or, just trying to educate a nurse on what our role is as therapists and what we have to follow when it comes to certain things like that. But I just wanted to tell you guys that, because that is what I'm currently dealing with right now. And I've had to educate the family on what my role is and what I need in order to even do anything. And without a doctor's order, I cannot perform taking a patient off of something, basically withdrawing them from care just to fulfill the wishes that the family wants. And a lot of times these situations can be messy, so you never want to just do something because the family wants to. You have to stand your ground and be very firm on what you know and what you're not going to do. Because at the end of the day, it's your license, and going through respiratory school and applying for these temporary licenses and paying what we paid to take these exams, I don't think I want to risk all the hard work that I put in just to appease someone in their selfishness. And that's just me. But always protect your license and do what you can live with when you go home, because it's too much money that was put into school, this program, traveling, clinicals, just everything, to throw it all away because you're trying to, fulfill something for family that they don't understand. You have to follow protocol. So that is definitely something you have to do. So right now, I'm on a different floor right now. One of the therapists only worked like an 8 hour today. So I've taken over their floors, which is two. So I am picking up where he left off, and I put in some treatments for a patient that didn't have any orders, so I was able to do that. And I'm just picking up a bag with everything in it. So of course, you guys know you need this. And this is basically the neb treatment kit that has the actual neb itself with the tubing and the mouthpiece. And the mask comes separate, so always make sure you have a mask, so that way you can connect and have everything that you need. So also a bag for it all to go in. And I've already pulled their dual neb, and that's what it'll say. I think you guys can see it. Yeah, I think it focused in. And then I'll drop the medicine in the bag. And also, I tried to make this a habit. I will grab a Christmas tree, and the reason why they call it I don't know the real medical term for this object here, for this piece, I'll say, but we call it a Christmas tree. And I just throw it in there just in case they don't have a Christmas tree already screwed into the oxygen in the wall, so that way I don't have to make a double trip. So I've got everything that I need, and I'm about to go and give that patient a treatment, and then I'm going to chill for a little bit and get ready to study, because I normally start studying around maybe 1 o'clock, and then I have to put one more patient on the BiPAP after he gets a bath. So I'm trying to give some time before I put them on, but normally the nurses will put the patients on the BiPAP, especially when they know that we're busy. So I'm going to go ahead and give this patient his treatment, and then I'm going to chill. And I might can go through this way too, because he's on this side. So I will talk to you guys later.